I am your host, SnappyDude, and today we're gonna play Gigantic, like always, guys. It's amazing to be back. So, I'm gonna probably say a lot of stuff I said in the last stream, because last stream my audio was so bad you couldn't fucking hear me. So, hopefully the audio's better this time. Before, I had to default to the mic off the webcam, and that mic sucks, and it was fucking going super high and shit. Not my fault. So we're just gonna play Gigantic. We're going here. Which sucked. Like I knew my audio was bad, like high, but I didn't realize it was like going that far off the fucking scale because it didn't show that in OBS. So I don't think it was like an issue with it being too loud. I think it was an issue of it being too loud for that specific mic, and it sucked. And I'm sorry that happened. So anybody who watches my streams on a regular basis, I am sorry for the audio issues last time. Hopefully they are fixed this time, and now here we are, we're gonna play Gigantic. Holy shit. I don't expect, so this is probably gonna be my new streaming time. I'm trying to get I have an ass cushion on this chair. It's a new chair I got. And the seat's not bad, but it's not like comfortable for super long durations. I get the feeling it's gonna say, oh, somebody didn't hit ready. Yeah, that's what it's gonna say. But it's just not that comfortable for long durations, which kind of sucks. I said this the other day. So I had my Gigantic posters were up. So anybody who watched me stream when I was streaming Mario, there was 3 posters here. It was Gigantic, and it was anybody who's seen the classic old Gigantic artwork with the silhouettes. They use it for a lot of the marketing material stuff, and there's silhouettes, and it's like them jumping off a cliff, and it's got like the Guardians on it, and it's got like 4 or 5 characters, and it's just the silhouettes, and there's a blue one that's typically used in a lot of the marketing, and there's a red one that was just less common, and I had them both turned into posters, and I had one here, and I had one over here. Now it's my Watchmen poster, and I have my Battleborn thing in between, and I thought that was cool. It was an honor, a tribute thing to Gigantic, because Gigantic was dead and it was the game that I liked streaming. And I literally took them down like probably a week, 2 weeks before they announced Rampage Edition. I was so annoyed. They're sitting in my other room and they're under a sheet. And I changed them out because I wanted a change of scenery. And because I have a lot of posters. I'm a big poster guy. This is my Watchmen poster. That I won going to the Watchmen Midnight Premiere, which is cool. Cool story in and of itself. I didn't actually win that poster. Actually, I'm lying. Didn't win that poster. That poster was, Jesus Christ, I forgot it does this, where if somebody doesn't join, it won't let you back in the queue until you re-queue. It just won't find a game if you sit there. Or at least it doesn't seem like it. When I do this and I drop out and I go back in, it always seems to find a game much faster. But I didn't actually win that. I went with 4 other guys. One of them won that. I won this crappy little... I don't even know what it was. It was like a little character poster that was just one of the characters. I don't remember which one. And... I don't know what happened there. But anyway, I won this little tiny... It might as well have been a pamphlet. It was so freaking small. And I was like, man, this is stupid. And the kid, one of the other kids I went with, he won the theatrical poster. That's the poster they had hanging in my movie theater lobby before the movie came out. And when the movie came out, they switched... I forget whether they switched to a different poster or they took that poster down and they were going to put up a new... Because it was like for the up-and-coming movies. And... So they took that down the night of the premiere, and they gave it away, and they gave away... There's a lot of cool stuff. I know they gave away a copy of the Watchmen graphic novel, which was cool. That's what I wanted the most. And I think some other guy won it. I remember thinking, man, he probably doesn't give a shit. I would actually want to read that. Now I own it. It's back there somewhere. But the guy I was with, he won that poster. And I thought, man, I won this like, I think all 4 of us, maybe one of us... It was a group of 4 or 5, and I think all of us, but maybe one of us, didn't win something. And I remember I won this crappy, it was the tiniest little thing. And the guy I was with, he just the guy that won that poster, he just fucking hated the movie, and I enjoyed the movie. I liked the movie. I still like the Watchmen movie, and he's like, man, I don't fuck that movie. I don't like that movie, and blah blah blah, and whatever he said, and I was like, okay, well, you don't like the movie. I said, do you want the poster? And he goes, well, not really. And I said, okay, well, I will trade you then. You can have this crappy little pamphlet thing, and I'll take that poster. And somehow he fucking agreed to that. I still don't understand it, but that's a cool poster. But I had gigantic, and it was the two silhouettes, and I mirrored the image when I had it turned into a poster. So it's Gren and her facing each other, and it's freaking sick because they're both the typical colors. It's the blue one and the orange one. And it looks so cool because then I had Battleborn in the middle, and all the Battleborn characters are facing out. So it was a neat setup. But I was so mad when I took it down because I had it up mainly for the purposes of streaming, and then I didn't expect to stream again anytime soon because like I struggle so much to stream stuff that's not gigantic. But yeah, oh shit. I don't even know what character build I have on. I'm pretty... Did that guy just fly off the edge and die? There we go. One kill. Hot dogs. So I basically said to myself today when I got on, I'm like, I'm gonna warm up, and I'm gonna get on after I win one match. And it took me 3 matches to win a match, but my last match, the match I won, is the best match I've had probably since best match I've had since the game came out, and man, it was such a good match. It was a Xenobia match. I had no kills. No, I had no deaths. I had no kills. I had 100 deaths. No, I had 0 deaths, and I want to say I broke 10 kills. Like, I did really, really well, and I was just like, man, I wasn't sure that I hadn't died until we got to the end game, the screen, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I kept thinking, I've surely died at least one time, because both the games I played before that were just, like, complete shutouts. And I was just like, so I had to have died at least one time in this next game that I played. And, no, I did not. Which was awesome, because I really thought I did through the whole thing, because the 2 games before that I played, they were shutouts. We got, especially the one game, we just got stomped. Like, and my whole team did about the same. Like, I can't blame anybody any more than I blame myself. But we just got shut out. They had a fight. It felt like a 5-man squad. They were just rolling together, and they were just doing really well. And we were just too split up. Our team split up like right off the bat. And it was just a shitty situation. But our team just split up right off the bat, and it just sucked. Like, our team split up, then one of our guys just immediately left. And man, I don't even remember what else happened. It was just the shittiest circumstances for a match, though. The one guy left, our whole team, we just kept splitting up, and it was just like, I was trying to, like, find people and just stay with them. But there was a trick that was doing a pretty good job of doing that with me for a while, and it just... I didn't mean to do that, but it kind of fucking worked. No, I didn't, definitely didn't. I meant to teleport further than that. I didn't think I was gonna get stuck on the railing. What is that? Oh, he's fucking power orb. I'm still not used to where the power orbs are here, even with the fact that they're it says where the fuck they are. Oh, he's way over chasing. Ooh. Ow. Don't be that woo. If you're watching, learn a lesson from that woo. Don't chase. This T-Mot's playing pretty good. Like, definitely falling back when they need to fall back. Man, I'm not gonna get up there in time. I wasn't paying attention. That was 100% me. I probably could have gotten up there and done a decent amount of damage, and I just wasn't paying attention. Presto Chango. Oh man, that should have been my kill. Oh, it would have been so sick if I had fucking turned around and just sniped him in the face. Shit, 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 shit. Oh, that would have been so sick though. If I had just turned around and fucking popped him in the face after he fucking... after I teleported away. Just caught him off guard and got him. Is that a double kill? No, of course not. Fuck. It's gonna be a double kill now. It's just assist. Assist, assist. Hot damn. We won. That's something. I'll take it. A win's a win. Oh, shit. I'll take it. I only got a D. Why did I only get a D? Probably because I didn't get a lot of kills. I don't think I got a lot of kills. I had the longest lifespan. I think the game was hardly over for me. I can't believe I died twice. I only remember dying once. Did almost 1,000 Guardian damage. So not bad, considering I missed basically 2 of the whole attack phases. It's not... I'll take 1,000. 14... basically I did the second highest damage on our team. Trip's the only person to beat me. I'm okay with that. And was I second highest in the lobby? Yeah, I was second highest damage in the lobby. Okay. I'm okay with all those stats. 3 kills, 2 deaths, and 7 assists. Little main menu. I don't know why I didn't hit next match. Why didn't I do that? I'm not used to it being an option. It's awesome that it is. I really like that it is, but I'm not used to it being an option. It's just odd. It's odd thinking that I can just queue into a game in Gigantic and not have to go back to the lobby and then hit Q all over again. Oh shoot, I forgot to add... I was gonna add my tag thing to the description of the video. Oh well. That's fine. Oh, and I used the Battle Mage one through that whole thing. That's funny. I don't know what's going on with my... I don't know if it's like a glitch, but I'm pretty sure like half of my customs that I made are just gone. I noticed that with Xenobia. I had 3 customs made for Xenobia, and I went into a game, and like the one is like definitely not things I would pick, and I was like, what the hell is that? And I had at least... I know I had at least 2 for Mozu, because I had 2 for all the characters that I played that were built up. And one of the Mozu ones is just gone. It's really weird. I wonder why that happened. I wonder if it's some kind of weird... I know they had server issues yesterday. Maybe there's some kind of desyncing stuff. Where, like, anything I did after a certain time... Because I didn't make those until last night. Maybe some of them just did not save on the server. That would make sense. Let's go with that. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but maybe that's it. So this is probably going to be my new streaming time. Why? I cannot tell you. Probably just because I want to see something real quick. Because it's what works. Some stuff has changed around my house. It's a lot harder for me to find time to stream, the space to stream, and this just works for me. It's after I get off of work every day. Shoot him in the ass, 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 shoot him in the ass. Yes, shoot him in the ass, shoot him in the ass, shoot him in the ass. Thought my teleport would be back. It was not back. Fun fact. I kinda underestimated how long it would take for that to come back. I wonder if I can get him from over here and kind of find him. Oh, that Beckett just got a triple kill. Good for that fucking Beckett. Gerhard! By the way, Gerhard, I haven't had a chance to get back on Steam since I restarted my computer. Did I add the right friend when I searched your name? Because I was gonna say, I have no way of contacting you since you're playing on Steam. And, I was like, shit, I realized that afterwards. I was like, yeah, because I was like, if I get on... Because I was trying to figure out when I was going to be able to stream. And I'm like, I don't know if I can stream mornings right now, except maybe on the weekends. And I was like, I don't know what other times Gerhard is on. I'm like, I don't know. I was so like, oh shit. And I don't have a way to contact him because he doesn't, like, he's not on the Xbox, he's on the Steam. And I'm like, oh shit. Why did I do that? Why did I waste that time? It wasn't a waste. But yeah, so then I was like, oh, well, like, I kind of know what his name was, so I was like, let's just search it. And then I saw one that had, like, the same, like, profile thing as, like, your YouTube one, and I was like, okay, maybe that's him. Let's add that person as a Steam friend. Because I was like, man, even if I'm not streaming, I'm like, there's times I might just want to play with Gerhard, because Gerhard's awesome. I did some damage. But yeah, I was like, we're just gonna add this guy. I don't know. I could have just added everybody that had your username. There was like 6 people that had like your username, and I was like, I think it's this one. Let's go with it. But I don't like sending invites. The reason I did that is because like I don't like sending invites if I don't know people are awake. Because I always feel bad because I know some people like leave their computers on and shit. And it's like the last thing you want to do is like you're taking a nap or watching a movie and your computer goes bing in the next room. So I was like, well, because it doesn't show, and I didn't think about this last night, but I'm gonna. Damn it! I was trying to launch my. I didn't realize my health was up. I was trying to launch my focus and like just fry a whole bunch of them and get that. I was trying to steal that Margrave. What happens? I got greedy and wasn't paying attention to my health. But I was like, I need a way to know if Gerhard's actually awake when if I'm playing and he's not on. I did not expect her to get up on the cactus like that. That was a fun little teleport. I'm happy with that. Gerhard, how's my audio? Is my mic loud enough? It's not doing that weird popping shit it did the other day, is it? I wouldn't expect this. This mic normally doesn't pop unless I'm, like, deep-throating it. Man, 2 kills and 2 deaths. Damn college. Well, I'm glad you're going to college. Don't be like me. To be fair, I actually have a really good job. I make a lot more money than a lot of the college people I know. But I definitely don't make more money than all the college people. Get the degrees and make the money. I actually did get some money. I actually did get. I got an awesome win earlier. I was completely off stream, of course. I got on and I was like, I'm gonna play until I win. And when I win, I'm warmed up. And when I'm warmed up, I'll get on and I'll stream. And of course, lose 2 games in a row, complete shutout, just get stomped. Third game, like, I don't know what it was. It was like something in 0 with Xenobia, and I was just like, man, I didn't die at all. And of course, that's not recorded. I was frustrated. Turn up your mic slightly. See, the thing is, I can't turn up my mic more, so we'll turn down the game volume a bit more. It's kind of hard because the only way I can check that is by putting up my stream. And to like the best way to check it, I should say, is to like just put my stream on my screen and watch it. But then that makes my stream lag. What did I get? 2 kills and probably 3 deaths or something stupid. 2 deaths. So even. New match. That's good though. That's good. Yesterday I guess it was yesterday. Yesterday I was using the mic on the webcam, which is why that was happening, because the mic on my webcam is shit. But it wasn't registering the mic on. It wasn't registering my good mic, which is my Blue Yeti. Don't know why. I think it's because I think these. I can get 2 of these USB ports on the front. I think are just screwed up. They're good enough to give me power, like I can charge stuff off of them, and like stuff will turn on, but a lot of it won't do like anything crazy. Like I can't get the webcam to work off those at all. I can't get the mic will light up like it's on, but it won't register anywhere. I can't use it for anything. Who do I want to play as? Man, I kind of want to try Beckett, because I haven't played Beckett. When the game first came out, I played Beckett like 3 matches in a row, and I just did terrible. And I love Beckett. She's one of my favorite characters. I do. But it made me like very like, I don't know if I want to play Beckett. It kind of gave me like I don't know. It made me self-conscious. Because I used to be pretty good with Beckett, and then I was just like, I just did shitty like 3 matches in a row when the game came back out, and I was like, I don't know if I want to play Beckett, because I don't know if I feel comfortable playing Beckett. I feel like my Beckett skills have slipped. But yeah. But I figured it all out. I had to take my mic and plug it into the back of my PC. And I try to keep all my streaming stuff plugged in the front. Try. That way it's easier if I have to like mess with it. I don't have to like crawl around on the ground and like pull the computer out and unplug stuff, and I wonder if my Beckett builds got screwed up. Yeah, this is actually I think the first time I've played as Beckett since that like 3rd match of me coming back and play. It was either 1 or 2 matches. Oh yeah, I don't think it saved all my Beckett builds either. That's fun. Just like, man, I don't want to play. So I've played all my games as Xenobia and Mozu, and I really want to try start playing other characters. Like I have a video series planned where I'm going to start playing as other characters, even characters I don't know that well. You will not kill? God damn it. She must have barely got me back with that gaze. But yeah, I was like, man, I don't know if I can play Beckett. And then, of course, I get a kill, like, right off the bat. Where did he go? Run. Damn it. This is why we're not playing Beckett. I'm switching. I give up. I'll play Beckett off stream and get better with Beckett. We're gonna go to Xenobia. No, I don't want to be Xenobia either. There's another Xenobia on the other team, and if I don't do as good as that Xenobia, then I'll also feel bad. Ah. This is all my fault, because I probably jinxed myself when I said I was going to do bad with Beckett. This way, when you cut off this guy, he runs away. Goddamn Will. I'm too jumpy. Oh, I thought that was like an enemy Amani. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there an Amani just up there on that cliff? The cliff on our side. I would get the other cliff, but... Ah, bullshit. Not an assist. That was a kill. Come on. Yes, kill that Woo. Come on, get him, Gren. Oh, I need to collect that power. Is anybody collecting that power? Okay. Ah, I didn't realize there was still people in there. It's okay, I'll take the damage boost. Oh my god. Just assist fucking county. Ah, god damn it. I don't think I got any kills. And all my deaths were Beckett though, so we'll just pretend those didn't happen.
As a Mozu, I went undefeated. I got a B rank. That's not bad. Yay, I got Beckett up to level 2. Maybe someday I'll get my Beckett Eternal Master skin thing again. Whew. That's a fun Margrave thing. Rest in peace, yeah. Wonder what I got. Let's see. 2, 2, and 8 assists. I knew I had a lot of assists. I did 15k damage. I did double the damage of anyone else on my team. Jesus Christ. I did more damage than most of the other team. I have the second most damage in the lobby. That guy has 19. Nobody else has over 10, though. Yeah, so I did the second most damage in the lobby. Nice. I'll take it. Yeah, I didn't play Beckett. Yeah, nobody saw me play Beckett. You can't prove that I played Beckett. Basically. And what sucks is, like, I did all that damage, which means I probably did 90% of the damage to all those fucking assists that I got. Which means they were all my kills. It's okay. It's not the first time that's happened. I wonder what heroes I still have to unlock. 1, 2, 3.
Stay clear, scrub.
Oh, I can't unlock them because I'm in the queue. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Carrying them on my backs. But it's been fun. My plan this weekend is to put... Oh, I will be streaming all day Friday. I'll be streaming all day Friday for anybody who cares, who's still here, and who likes, subscribe. If you're not subscribed and you're not liked. But I'll be streaming all day Friday and most of the weekend. I took this weekend off. I had a day. This day was scheduled off in February. I had all my days off planned for the year, and it was great. I had at least one day off every single month. And I had to freaking switch it because they announced Gigantic. So literally, I think it was like a week after they... I'm going to buy these real quick.
What do you want? Stay clear, scrub.
It's being weird. It's going to be weird, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's because it queued me back up. But I had one day off every month, and I was like, this is awesome. Every month I'll have a 3-day weekend, and it'll be great for the entire year. I think there was like 1 month I didn't. Everything planned. Turned it in, got it approved, because they didn't let us turn it in until the first week of February. Turned it in, got it approved. Literally 2 weeks after I got it approved, they announced Gigantic Rampage Edition. I went back into my boss the very day they announced it. I'm like, listen, I need to change my day. I think it was that very Friday too. It sucked because I had that Friday off. That was the first day that I had scheduled off. It was like a Friday, and because we had a day off at the end of March, so I didn't take a day off there because I was like, well, we already have the vacation for Good Friday or whatever. So my day off for February was scheduled, and it was literally the Friday they announced this. Like, they announced this game on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and then the Friday I was supposed to have off. And I was just like, and I just struggled so much. I'm like, man, I really want that. Like, I was looking forward to that Friday. It was already in my head. I was like, man, I'm going to go get a pizza. We're going to have a good Friday. I'm going to sit around and do some stuff around the house and have a good 3-day weekend. And then I had to go in, and I had to, like, don't get me wrong, absolutely worth it. I agree. Oh, it's not going to find a game because the queue fucking failed. And that's how this game works. Does it do that on PC, by the way? Like, if you're in a thing and somebody doesn't hit ready, at least on console, it seems like you will never find a game unless you leave the queue and then restart it. If you just sit in there and let it keep going, you'll almost... I've sat there for like 5-10 minutes and it just won't find a game. But if I restart it, if I leave the queue and go back in, almost instantly. It's really weird. I've played a couple other games that have had that problem over the years, and that's why I decided to try that the one day it got to like 5 minutes, and I'm just like, I'm gonna back out and see if it works. But anyway, I had to go in. Literally the day they announced this, I went in, I'm like, boss, I gotta change my day off. I'm gonna change it to this day in March.
And then it was really hard in April, and I'm like, it was really hard because I was like, do I take off the launch day? Do I stream on launch day? And now I'm glad I didn't because they had those server issues last night. And I was like, do I stream on launch day? Because that's when there's gonna be a lot of people, right? And I'm a gigantic guy. I'm the guy that streams gigantic. Okay, I'm glad to know it's a bug, just in general. God damn it, I'm gonna have to leave the queue again. But I was like, man, what do you like? Like it'd be cool to stream on launch day because I like gigantic is like my number one. It's my favorite game. It's my favorite game to stream. It's pretty much 90% of what my channel's built around. And I was like, man, what do I take off launch day or do I take off launch weekend and I do like 3 days of like just big streaming? Cause you know, even in like, I don't ever plan to be a YouTuber, but I like supporting the game and having one more person streaming it is a good thing. And I was just like, what day do I take off? And I decided on the 3-day weekend because I was just like, nah. One of the reasons was because I thought maybe there will be issues because way too many games just have server issues on day one. It happens all the time, which is one of the reasons a lot of people were mad yesterday, and the Discord was a nightmare yesterday. I don't know if you've ever been in the gigantic Discord server. It was not a happy place yesterday. There were a lot of people complaining. They weren't very happy. I get it. You wasted money on something and you can't play it, but day one, server issues are so common. They're just... Almost every game has server issues day one. I know, it felt like I'd stepped through a time machine. I have a couch now, though. It's back there. The brown chair that was infamously in my background of my... Are you freaking serious? It's the third time in a row somebody has not readied up. The brown chair, which was infamously... Well, it was over there. But was in the background of all of my streams, is in my garage now. And my contractor / friend, he broke it. Which I wasn't very happy about. I moved it out to the garage because some other stuff has happened, and there's other stuff here now that is... this living room has more stuff in it, I'll just say that. Without getting too much into my personal life. And... so I was like, take the brown chair, we'll take it outside, we'll put it in the garage. And I love that brown chair. It's shitty. It gives me back problems when I sit in it, because it's like 40 years old. But I have a guy now. I have a contractor friend who does work on my house. And he's a great guy, but he sat a bunch of crap on my chair, and he broke it. And I went out there, and it was like... definitely not in like a workable state, and I was like, oh man, he ruined it. But now I have a couch. I have a couch back there. It's a love seat recliner. It's nice. I know. Every time I wear this outfit, like, because I've done other videos and I've streamed other stuff with this on, Pizza Face always goes, I can't believe you still have that outfit. And I'm like, yeah. It sits back there. It's been back there on a shelf. I mean, I have more, like, I don't wear the same white shirt all the time. I only wear this when I stream, but for the most part, there's this hoodie, this cardigan, and this white shirt are always back there on a shelf somewhere. They're just sitting there. They're folded up. Reminder of better times. Oh, this is what it did earlier, and then it kicked me out of the game. I swear to God, if I get kicked out of a game again. I am too. Like, they're just so common. And I kept saying that in the Discord, and this guy was like, there's no excuse for it. And I'm like, well, first off, did you watch any of the developer diary things for this game? The team that rebooted this game is like 10 people. Like, it's a super small team. Like, and I think SoFetch says that in one of has said that multiple times in like his streams and in like his thing he did with North Star. He talked about like that it's just a really small team that was working on this game, like ridiculously small. Shit. I should have turned sooner. That was my own fault. But it's such a small team. Like, you can't expect like the world from them. And it's pretty clear. I think Gearbox cares enough to reboot this game. Like, clearly, because they're putting it back out. But
I don't think they're pouring a ton of money into it. Like, I think if they were pouring a ton of... Hey, speak of the devil and he shall appear. In this case, the devil is Pizza Face. How are you doing, Pizza Face?
You're weird. I like it.
But yeah, like, server overcapacity happens on day one with so many games, just because you don't know how many people are going to play, so you set up, you know, enough servers for 300 people or 4,000 people, and then, you know, 10,000 get on the game, and then you're screwed, and your servers fuck up, and it happens all the time. I told the guy on the Discord that, and he didn't like my opinion very much. He got really mad at me. Called me, I think he called, what was it, a bootlicker or something, because he said I was kissing fucking Gearbox's ass, basically. He's like, you're a classist who does a blah, 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 blah. Like, it was all this dumb stuff. It was just really petty. Pizza Face never dies. Pizza Face was in the stream yesterday. But yeah, I was like, man, all this stuff is like happens all the time. I don't think there's a big game. And I told him that. I said, dude, go take any big game that is released in the last, I don't know, 10 years that has multiplayer on servers, and go to Google, type that game in, and type in servers down or servers crashed, and almost all of them you will find a news article saying that their servers went down at some point. It happens. And when you have a really small team, of course it's gonna happen. And to be fair, they weren't down that long. Like, the dude, like, at the point I was arguing with this guy, I mean, basically, he said that I was kissing Gearbox's ass or something like that, and I was just like, whatever, dude. I'm like... At the point, though, I was arguing with this guy, the servers were back up. They were working fine. I was playing the freaking game, and he's like, the servers are down, it's unplayable, I can't believe we paid for this unplayable mess, the game is gonna die. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? The game is fine, it's working just fine. And he's like, yeah, it's working fine right now. And I'm like, yeah, you can't, like, judge the game based on how it was playing, like, 2 hours ago. If they fixed it, they fixed it. Maybe it'll be fixed forever. You don't freaking know. Oh, it was so frustrating. I argued with that guy, and there was another person in there, and she was a little bit chiller. But I argued with them for a while, and then I just gave up. And I was like, you know what? You guys clearly... I think, and I was trying to be fair to them, I think what was going on was they were... At least one of them was like an old school fan. And I think what happened is, I think he was just... You know, I think he had his hopes up really high. And I think when the game came out, it had a couple issues on day one. I think he kind of got disappointed. And he kind of got worried and probably had a little bit of a panic attack in a kind of a way. And, you know, I get that, I guess. I think it was an overreaction, but, you know, everybody feels what they feel, and, you know, it sucks. I can't say I've never overreacted to anything, but, yeah, it was a little bit of an overreaction, I think. I'm just like... I'm still trying to talk Pizza Face into playing it again. Pizza Face is Pizza Face, have you played any multiplayer games in a while? You know what game I was looking at, Pizza Face, because I love the movie and it's coming out, the game for it's coming out soon? The Killer Clowns from Outer Space game. You shouldn't, and it was dumb. And I was just trying to I was making, like, logical arguments. I'm like, well, you know, all these big games, like WoW. If you look at any WoW expansion, the servers are almost always crash for any WoW expansion. They crash, or they just have super, super, super stupid long queue times where you're stuck in a queue for, like, hours and hours and hours just to play. That was a waste. Get off my teammates, get off my teammates. I'm gonna run, I'm gonna run. Do 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 do. I didn't think I was gonna get any kills there, I just wanted the damage. But yeah, you shouldn't. And he was just getting really mad about it. He's like, this is bullshit, I can't believe they'd release this game in this way. But I'm like, it's really not in that bad of a state. Like, I feel like you're just overreacting, like... And I bring up WoW, and somebody said I was obsessed with WoW, and I'm just like, because it's a good example. WoW, for the longest time, was one of the most profitable games in the entire world. Like, it was one of the biggest franchises on the planet. Probably until Call of Duty, and then eventually Fortnite. And it's like, it's a good example. WoW is a game with a lot more resources and a lot more money, and they have issues. You don't think a game with the budget... I mean, Gigantic's not an indie title, but its budget probably... The budget for this remaster probably wasn't much bigger than one. And it's just kind of unfair to, like, treat it like it's... They're like, well, it's Gearbox, and I'm like... Yeah, but this isn't Borderlands 4. They're not getting Borderlands 4 type money. They're getting, like, chump change to reboot the game and see how it does. I think the game's in a fantastic state. Like, yeah, there are a couple of bugs, but there's not that many. And I haven't had any bugs that, like, ruin the gameplay. Most of the bugs are, like, menu bugs. Like, I've had a couple bugs where, like, I wasn't able to, like, the menus, like, for leaving a match kind of fucked up. In the, like, I'm gonna die. Let's run around this thing and get this, and then let's do this. And then let's go over here and get this one. Ah! I survived. Hardly any bugs, great performance, stable connection, and some new content to go with it. It's amazing, isn't it? It's great. I think it's fantastic. I think the game's in a fantastic state right now. Yeah, there are bugs, but there's not that many. I don't think the game's any buggier than it used to be. Like, let's not pretend like this game was, like, perfect before. Like, I love Gigantic. Like, the gameplay's fantastic, but it definitely has always had a little bit of a jank to it. I'm gonna die. Yep. It's always had a little bit of a jank. It's always had some polish issues. All the stuff I've had happen bug-wise, though, is in the menu. And I haven't had any server issues at all, because I guess I wasn't on when they happened. Yeah, they're putting out a Killer Clowns from Outer Space game. It sounded up your alley, because I know you played a lot of Dead by Daylight. But I don't know why I don't like real horror that much, but I can totally dig horror comedy stuff. By the way, have you watched Slaughterhouse Pizza Face? It's fantastic. If you like horror comedy, it's hilarious. You also have to like sloth puppets murdering people in like the most ridiculous freaking ways. Yeah, same. I always say this because I've had the argument about like because I put out the videos that I put out and stuff where I talked about like what are bugs really that much of a thing, and I still stand by that. Like I think bugs only really matter when they're affecting gameplay enough where you can't play, or like they make something broken. And I haven't seen any gameplay bugs, really. I know there was the one with Ash and her ultimate, I think, was doing some weird stuff in the beta test. But I'm not sure that is still a thing or not. I haven't heard anybody mention it. So maybe it's not. I don't know. Where did that person go? Did they die? I'm gonna go down here and shoot this guy in the ass. Boom. Damn it. Now I'm like super low on health and I have to go over there and make an attack. I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen any... I don't remember what the Ash Ultimate thing was, though. I want to say it was like... What was it? It was something weird, like it just kept going off or something. I forget what it was. I'd have to go ask, like, Flem or somebody that knows enough about that stuff. I don't play Ash, so... And I never actually saw it happen in the beta. I just read about it. If I have a schedule as of right now, it'll be around this time most nights. But this weekend I have off, and not next weekend, but the weekend after, I have a 3-day weekend. So I will probably be streaming on those days. Like Friday, I'll definitely be streaming. Because there's 8 hours where I was supposed to be at work, so I might as well be streaming. So, tomorrow night, I will probably come home, and I will probably stream, and then I will probably go to bed at some point, and then I will probably get up and stream again. And it'll be awesome. And then I'll probably leave at some point and get, like, tacos or something, and then come back and stream again. But yeah, if I'm going to have a schedule, it'll probably be nights like this. There's reasons for that I don't want to get into, but just schedule-wise, this is what works for me right now. When I eventually have an office where I have more privacy here, which will be a long time from now. I would love to stream in the mornings again. I miss streaming in the mornings. I don't know. That's when everybody was on. But have a good day at college. Learn something today. That's my goal every day. Learn one new thing. Most of the time it's useless. Oh shit, I'm in the menu. What am I doing? What did I get? 3 kills, 2 deaths, 7 assists. I got a lot of assists. I did a shit ton of damage, 17,000. I think I did 28. Holy crap. Man, I'm glad I didn't pick Xenobia and I let him have Xenobia. He wrecked. This guy did pretty good too. 26k, 24. Their whole team did really good. Damage-wise, they smoked us in numbers. But we still won. So... hopefully, like I said, I'm going to try to stream a lot this weekend. I had some other plans, and I'll probably do those next weekend. Ew, European people. That's okay, Darren. One of my best friends is Scottish, and I was gonna buy him this game. He won't play it, but he might play it with me. But he won't play it by himself. I know he won't, because he didn't the first time. And I was gonna buy it for him, and then I realized you can't gift things on Xbox to foreign countries, and I was like, that's so dumb. Because I really wanted to buy it for him, because I don't know if he'll buy it on his own. He keeps telling me he will, but I doubt it. Quick play. We're gonna do this shit again, where I'm gonna have 800 people not hit accept. I get the point of it. I get the point of it because it keeps people from, like, being AFK when you start a game. And I get that. I get it. It's necessary. It keeps you from getting into a game with a bunch of AFK people. But it's so fucking annoying. I get so annoyed doing this 800 times in a row because somebody wasn't paying attention. I think they need to, and I said this yesterday, I think they need to make the sound more... When it pops up as, like, match found, it needs to be a different sound. Because I had this problem the first time the game was out. There's times I just don't hear the sound. Because it's like this very subtle, like, very quiet noise. Hopefully. Now it's just back to me and Pizza Face again. Like always. When is it not just me and Pizza Face? Pizza Face, how are you doing today? Another player declined the match. What a fucking surprise. If I don't leave the queue, it won't find a game, so then I have to do this, and I have to do this. It's finding games really fast. People just aren't accepting the thing. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts, man. Driving me nuts. Maybe I should be that guy this time. There's probably 6 other people. There's probably 9 other people sitting out there trying to find a game, and we're all just keep getting match made together. And then there's the one guy that just keeps declining it. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you're in Europe too, right? Like, I don't know where you're at. Ireland? Is it Ireland? Why am I thinking Ireland? I don't know. You're Irish now. I don't know if you were Irish before, but you're Irish now. I've made you honorary. Oh, it went all the way to 0. That's not good. Man. This is tedious. Let's play Clash. I have not played Clash yet. So we're gonna try Clash. Maybe I'll have better luck with UK. Okay, see, I knew you were somewhere over there because I remembered we've had conversations about like the time difference because it's like 6 hours or something. Which I only know because of my friend Chris. Because he's Scottish, which is same island. But man, this sucks. Just woke up. I'm just going to bed in 30 minutes. I should have known Clash was going to take longer to matchmake because it's probably got less people playing it. Because I think the new people are going to gravitate towards Rush, and I do think that. It's a fun game type. I know the hardcores don't like it, but I think it's a fun game type for new people. But Clash is also locked behind a level 10 leveling wall. Yeah. Oh, Ranked is not out yet, but I did find out yesterday that you cannot play Ranked until you hit level 19. Because somebody in the Gigantic Discord hit level 19 and it said they unlocked Ranked. Which was cool. It was a cool fact to learn. But the fact that they're calling Ranked seasons now, and they have like rewards unlocked, makes me think they're at least going to do at least maybe 1, maybe 2 seasons of some kind of battle pass. And I assume the first season will probably be free, maybe. Maybe that's what the $20 entry fee, well, it's right now it's 15. It's 15 to get into the game. But maybe that's what that entry fee is. Maybe it's just paying for that first battle pass. Probably recoup some of their development money too. But I was glad to see when I woke up this morning that or when I checked tonight, the Steam review has gone to mostly positive, which is really fucking cool. Because last night, all the little, I'm trying to not call people names because I'm still kind of angry about the fact that they were so angry and so worked up about the stupid server issues, which was they just blew that stuff out of proportion. But they were so worked up about it that a bunch of them review bombed the game, and it was down to mixed or something. And I was just like, oh god, no. Mixed reviews just die on Steam. If this thing doesn't get a mostly positive, it's not going to do well. And I was so worried about it, because at least through the first weekend, I think it needs to stay mostly positive, because that's the way you're going to build hype, is the first couple weekends. Because that's when people are going to get their paychecks at the end of the week. That's when they're going to go buy a new game to play over the weekend. That's when they're going to sit down and have time to watch streamers play the game. That's when they're going to, sit down and look for new games to buy because they have the money from their paycheck or whatever. And it's like, you cannot. If we go mixed before the weekend, it's not going to turn out well. Nobody is going to want to buy it. I know there's games I wanted that I've looked at on Steam and they say mixed, and I'm like, do I really want this now? And I'm pretty, open-minded. I try to not take in, people's... I guess we're just not going to play Clash. We'll go back to Rush. I try to not let people's, opinions flavor my... I've played a lot of shitty games and enjoyed them quite a bit. But... I'm not gonna lie, it does temper my excitement to get a game a little bit when I see it's mixed. On Xbox, it's got a 5-star review right now, or it's like 4.5, because I went to leave my review for that today, and I think it's sitting at, I forget how many reviews on Xbox. Steam, it was like, I think 1,500 or close to 1,500 or something when I looked. Do I want to play Mozu? Or do I want to play... Look, that says custom 2. That means somewhere I have a custom 1 and it's not showing up. That's so weird. I think last night when the server issues happened, I think some of the customs I made just didn't save. And it's driving me nuts. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad. I want the game to do good. I don't care, like... I would love it if it just took off and we got DLC and we got new characters and they, you know, created a dedicated team for it and some of the people from Motika came back and I would love that stuff. But I would be happy with a steady, stable player base. Yeah, same. They have to really be your niche. And it just, you know, but it's back up to positive. It's back up to mostly positive, and I'm so happy to see that. And hopefully it just keeps going that direction. Now that the only big complaint I keep seeing is like what is it, the 60 frames per second shit that people keep bringing up, and it's like, dude, it's on Unreal 3. The game was already programmed when they got it. There's literally almost nothing they can do about that cap. It's the same with like the RAM requirement, which I think nowadays I don't think 8 gigs is really that much to ask for. But the same with the RAM requirement. Like a lot of that technical stuff is hard coded into the game. Like there's nothing you're gonna do about it. And it just sucks, because it's like, man, like, you could have looked up the fact that the game had 60 frames per second before you bought it. Like, buying it and then submitting a bad review because you don't like that fact is just dumb. It'd be like me going and buying Call of Duty and then being like, I don't like Call of Duty games, so I'm giving this a bad review. Like, it's a hard fact about the game. If you don't like it, don't buy the game. You don't need to buy the game and then review bomb the game for something that the game has no control over at this point. Like, you're talking about like a 10-year-old game. That would be like buying one of the like remasters that comes out and then being like, for another game, and then being like, I don't understand why Lara Croft's boobs are triangular because the game is, you know, it's a 20-year-old game and that's the graphics they had. And there's only so much they can do when they're remastering. And the game looks so much better. Oh, I was hoping that'd be a double kill. Oh man, that's why I launched my focus, because it was like double kill, double kill, double kill, double kill, double kill, double kill, double kill. I'm really bad at paying attention to where the thingy is. Yes, I got the kill. Batman. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, I don't know why I froze up hitting my teleport there. Mixed reviews is probably going to put me off. It's the same, you know, but I'm pretty good a lot of times about trying to read through, like, a lot of times, you know, you can read stuff about a game and go, okay, this game may not be perfect, but it's something that I know I would like. But it's still, I know a lot of people are, like, live, die reviews. And so it sucks when you see that shit. person back there. We're gonna kill him. That sounds right. I never understood. Like, I hate people that do that shit. Like, I don't know. If you legitimately buy a game and you think it's bad, I don't think... There's not very many games I've ever bought that even if I didn't like them, I wouldn't give them a 3. I know Steam doesn't have that type of system. It's yes or no. But I don't think there's a lot of games... Like, if I hated a game and I bought it on Steam, like... If I bought a game on Steam and it just wasn't my thing, I think I would still give... As long as it was a good game and I thought the quality was there and I thought somebody might like it, I would probably give it a positive review. I'd just be like, man, this wasn't my jam. This wasn't my thing. I don't like it, but you might. And that's fine with me. But then again, I try to be more positive than 90% of gamers who want to bitch and moan about day one server issues. Not going back there. Not going back. I will kill you, Trip. Where'd she go? Oh, there she was. She was over there hiding behind that box. But yeah, I hate people who give, like, just, like, weird... I hate people who knock games for, like, really dumb reasons. I don't know. Find a valid reason. Like, if you load up a game and it crashes every time you load it up, give it a bad review. I will not name the game that I am talking about. I will say that there is a action MOBA that is an indie action MOBA that I had a very bad experience with a couple years back, where the devs basically were friends with a lot of the toxic players, and were basically banning the people that the toxic players didn't like, and it was a very bad experience playing that beta. And I gave that might be the only game I think I've ever negatively reviewed on Steam. But yeah, stupid stuff like people aren't playing DPS right, or you don't like how people play a certain character role or something. That's just dumb. I should be over there attacking and I'm not. Oh well, we're still winning. We're winning by a landslide right now, so. But that's just dumb. That's like when you see people and they'll give games bad reviews and they'll be like if it was this game, I could see somebody giving this game a bad review and being like, Trip is overpowered, or like, T-Mod, I think they've nerfed T-Mod a little bit since the beta. I haven't read all the patch notes. I plan on looking at those this weekend. But like, I don't know, like saying like, T-Mod's overpowered, and so I don't like the whole game, and it's like, first off, none of the characters in this game now are that broken, but like in general, most games, like, yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of a meta in one direction or another, but normally it's not super broken. And a lot of times it just comes down to, like, individual skill, and it's like, maybe you just suck. Have you thought about the fact that you just suck? Yes! Took out Granny. Oh, I don't know why I sat there and did that. I was just hoping he wouldn't turn and shoot me. I was like, maybe I can just kill him before he shoots me. It's just dumb. I don't know. Like, I don't mind it if you have a valid reason, give something a negative review. But if it's something silly, or it's like your skill base, but like, even if especially on Steam, because of how their reviews work, as long as it's a good game, even if it's not a game that you particularly love, why give it a thumbs down? Man, that's somebody's job. Somebody spent time and money making that game. And just because you don't like it, if you can acknowledge that it's a good game, somebody else might like it, that it's the fundamentals of it, like the gameplay of it, like all that stuff is fine. It's just not your cup of tea. I hate people who give negative reviews for that shit on Steam, because it's, you're just affecting the game's sales. especially with Steam, because there's so many indie titles, and it's just like, man, you want, like, some of these people, like, this is their dream to be a game developer, and you're over here like screwing with their dream because you want to give them a negative review just because it's like, I didn't realize it was a roguelite. Like, I've seen shit like that in reviews sometimes. Like, I didn't realize it was a roguelite. Fuck this game. I thought it was a normal RPG. And it's like, that sounds like your problem. Because that goes back to, like, the thing with Gigantic that you were saying. Or like the 60 frames a second. Or, like, all that shit. It's so annoying. It's like, you can read this stuff about the game before you buy the game. If you don't like the fact that it needs 8 gigs of RAM, or the fact that it is locked at 60 frames a second, then don't buy the game. I don't like the fact that Call of Duty has grenades, but I'm not out there... I don't know why I keep using Call of Duty, it's just an easy example. I'm not out there giving it a bad review because of something. Or I don't like the fact that Nintendo doesn't have, you know, 4K graphics on their games. But I'm not out there giving, like, Mario Wonder a bad review just because of that. By the way, Switch 2, if this game ever came to Switch 2, it would be amazing. If Switch 2 ever comes out. Come on, Nintendo, make it happen. Give us Switch 2. Let's put Gigantic on the Switch 2. Fuck yeah. Kill those hands. Let's go up here. Ow. Who's shooting me? Oh, it was one of those hands. I don't know why my teleport put me down here, but okay. Just sit right here and hope nobody sees me behind this box. Ah. I was like, we're probably gonna win. This will probably be when we win, so I'll just do something dumb and hide behind this box. That granny immediately noticed me. I got a D. Skip all. I wonder why I haven't been earning any crowns. I got 4 kills. I died 3 times. 4 kills, 3 deaths, and 11 assists. I'm just assisting out the wazoo. I did 39 fucking... almost 40,000 damage. I did almost 40,000 damage. Jesus Christ. This guy did 30. There's a couple, like, damage-wise, they were a little bit behind us, but they weren't that far behind us. I mean, this guy probably drug him down, this Prime PvP guy, but Prime PvP time. Inaccurate name. How much Guardian damage did I do? Not a lot of Guardian damage. Our Trip did all the Guardian damage. Go, Trip. Thank you for playing with us, Trip. You did a good job. I'm done bitching about reviews. I just hope the reviews for this game stay positive because the game deserves it. It is a game that deserved good reviews before, and it's a better version of that game. It deserves good reviews. That's all I'm saying. I wonder if I go into these characters if I'll have... Too slow. I was gonna look and see. I had multiple loadouts made for all my characters, and they're gone now. That was Mozu Custom 2. I don't know what happened to Mozu Custom 1. I'm gonna guess it desynced or something when the servers were... You weren't in here when we were talking about Beckett, Pizza Face. We're not talking about Beckett. I haven't played Beckett a lot, and here's why. I played Beckett my first 2 matches or 3 matches when the game came back out. wasn't on stream, and I got demolished. Maybe it was on stream. I don't know. Yeah, I have 2 Mozu builds. Look at that. Oh, this one for some reason doesn't have a talent thing selected now. That's goofy. I remember when Mozu's dimensional door used to be able to go super, super far. Nobody else... I still bitch about that to this day. I'm like, I don't know why that still bugs me to this day. It still does. I'll finish your addressing your question before I go off on my tangent about Mozu's dimensional door. So I played the first few games, sucked it up, did terrible with Beckett. I love Beckett. Made me self-conscious. I'm having a little bit of an anxiety issue with Beckett, and it's making it very hard to play Beckett. I played one match when Gerhard was in here. It was right before you got here, and I played Beckett for probably 3/4 of the match, and just did terrible. Terrible. Just got my ass handed to me. And, so... There was an error joining matchmaking. I have the feeling I might have to restart the game. Let's try quick play and see if I can do it from there. I doubt the servers went down. I have a feeling it's just some weird glitch. But I did terrible. And I switched to Mozu for the last 3rd quarter of the match, whatever. And did much, much better. Or maybe it was Xenobia. I don't know. There was an error attempting matchmaking. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to my countdown thing. I think this is the countdown. One of these countdown things I have. We're going to my countdown thing, and I'm going to restart the game real quick. Doodly doodly do. And see if it's just the game or if it's some weird glitch. But yeah, did terrible. Did terrible, and I did terrible. And I was just like, man, because I was telling him, I was like, man, I haven't played Beckett. I just can't. I wasn't getting in the flow with her, and it just hurts. I used to be really good with her, and I can't, and I'm not doing good with her now, and I don't know what happened, and I'm ashamed of myself. And, at some point, Gerhard talked me into doing it. I was like, okay, we'll do it. We're gonna fucking do it. And, yeah, it sucked. I did terrible. So now we're not playing. I will probably play Beckett off stream and get some practice in with Beckett. And, oh, see, that worked. It just restarted the game. Simple fix. Did they all play the same? Yes. Yeah. They didn't make that many changes to, like, gameplay. They, like, tweaked some stuff a little bit here and there. Buffed some characters, stuff like that. But they all play basically the same. I don't know why I can't get into the Beckett groove. I'm very disappointed. I played her in both the betas, and I did fine with her. But, man, I am not doing good with her now that the game is back out. It could be, and I will openly admit this, my aim isn't as good as it used to be. I just haven't played... I just haven't played a lot of shooters in the last, I don't know, pretty much since this game went off the air. I have hardly played any multiplayer, and definitely not very many shooters. And a lot of the shooters I've played have been like RPG shooters on like easy mode. So they're like, PvP is a struggle. I think that's part of it. I don't think that's all of it. I think some of it is just me not jiving with the character. But
Beckett's still up there. Maybe. It could be that too. Who knows? I don't know. Honestly, by the time this game, and I know my streaming like declined because I was working like 80 hours a week by the time this game went offline the last time. I know that by the time so you guys didn't get to see this, and a lot of my streams are gone, but basically by the time the game went off, I was playing more Xenobia than I was playing anybody else. Like, I basically went, like, played Mozu all the time, played Beckett all the time, and then by the time the game ended, I was playing, like, Mozu. I was playing Xenobia, like, all the time.
Join me, assassin.
I don't know what. Wow. I just got murked. I don't like playing Xenobia when there's another Xenobia, and I don't know why. I really want to practice with other characters, but I don't want to do it on stream, so I will probably do that off stream. I also have some videos I want to make that involve me playing other characters. Man, we're gonna get smoked. I get this weird feeling this game is not gonna go our... Not gonna go our way. Who knows? But who knows? Maybe it was just people that were better than me. That's kind of what I meant by, like, my aim's not as good. Like, my skill has definitely gone down with Beckett, and just shooting, like, and aiming in general. And Mozu, it kind of fixes that, because Mozu has a little bit of that auto tracking on her shots, but... I did not teleport. Damn it. I played that poorly. That was just me sucking. I don't know. I've been digging Mozu quite a bit though, which is funny because when I first started playing this game when I wasn't streaming it, I got really good with Mozu for a while, and she got kind of boring, and that's the main reason I have a lot of gameplay with her on stream, but it's the reason I didn't play her more on stream. It's just because I was kind of bored of her by the time I started streaming. I was just kind of like, this character's okay. And now I don't know, I'm kind of jiving with her. I should say, actually, I played for the last beta, I was playing a lot of Xenobia, and I was digging Xenobia a lot. Man, assist today. Today's the day that I'm just here assisting people. That's what it is. Not actually going... I was never actually going for kills today. It's all been about assists all day long. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I need to practice more with Beckett off stream. And it could just be that I'm getting in my own head about, I could be tilting myself with Beckett and just, like, getting too inside my own head and just screwing myself over. I don't know. That's honestly probably a big part of it. Stay away from me, octopus lady. You need to be closer to deal damage to me, so I will just keep you at a distance.
I didn't mean to teleport out the door. I just kind of accidentally did it, but it worked. I'm trying to make sure there's nobody behind me. Run away, run away, run away. Oh, shit. That was close. I have not played Roland hardly any. You know what's funny is out of all the tanks, if I was going to play a tank, it would be Roland. I mean, there's really only two tanks. It's like Roland and Margrave, really. But out of both of them, I like Roland a lot. I like his design. I like his kit. I think he's a neat character. But I have not played with him that much. Oh no! What am I thinking of? Who am I thinking of? I'm not thinking of Roland. Roland. I played with him one time on stream. I didn't do that well. So I think he's somebody I'll probably practice off stream and just. I mean, I might start playing with him just to get some clips of him on stream or something. But. There's only two of us alive. I don't know why I tried to jump up there. That was dumb.
Okay, now.
But no. We played against Rutger, that's who I was thinking of. Our names, they're all the same. Come on, Trip, you and me, we can take him. Yeah, I was thinking of Rutger. I don't know why I thought, oh my god. Damn it. But yeah, I don't know. Roland, I did play him a couple times. I am excited for him. He is a character that I'm genuinely intrigued by. I just didn't do very good, but we played. I don't know if you were in here when me and Gerhard played. We played against a Rutger yesterday, and he was just. That dude was awesome. That is how Rutger should be. Or not Rutger. I'm flipping the names again. That's how Roland should be played. That dude was just. He was bonkers with Roland. He was all over the place. He's using the grappling hook and like you couldn't keep track of where he was. He'd like shoot across the screen and like come at you from the other side and then do it again. And oh man, he was crazy. That dude was good. I actually haven't seen that many people even using Roland. Do I want to know what I did? 3-3-5. Eh. But yeah, I don't know. That dude kind of set the standard though. He was good. Like I think I've played against Roland maybe 5 times in all the matches I've played. And that dude yesterday though, I think he was the first or the second Roland I've ever played. He was the first. Because I started that game as Roland. I think it's the game I started as Roland. And like 2 minutes in, I switched because I was like, I don't want to be Roland. I want to be somebody else. And that dude, he annihilated us. He knew how to use that kit, and he used it good, man. He was like grapple hooking off shit, and like you couldn't keep track of where he was. He was ping ponging all around you, and like between jumping and like the grappling hook, he was crazy to play against. He was good. He had the most kills on their team. I forget what it was. That was I think the worst game me and Gerhard had yesterday was against that guy. And he annihilated us. he carried his whole team too. Like, if it wasn't for him, I think it probably would have been an even game. Like, maybe we would have won. But he had, like, so much more. His kills and, like, his damage and everything was just, like, way above anybody else in the game. It was kind of crazy because, like, it was, like, launch day, and it was just like, man, you are already this good with this guy. No, but that's because I'm bad at remembering player names. I can tell you Tryhard has the game. And I can tell you Gerhard has the game. But as for players that I actually recognize, no. I played against SoFetch in the beta one time, but I don't have crossplay on right now, and most of, not all, but most of the people that I actually would recognize names for are like YouTubers for the game, and most of them are not. What is this? It says 2 hours ago. Oh, I don't know what that even is. It says 2 hours ago I had some kind of event. I don't know if somebody subscribed and unsubscribed or what. It won't let me look at it though. If you're watching the stream, please go to like and subscribe. Thank you. YouTuber stuff. This is where I insert that. But no, I'm terrible at names, Pizza Face. I'm so bad at names. I can't remember anybody's name. There's times I've gone to message you, and I'm like, what is his Instagram name again? Like, I'm so bad with names. It's ridiculous. I forget the names of people I work with. Like, a lot of time, like, I've always been bad with names, and so when I talk to people, a lot of times, I will address them by their name. Like, if your name's Kevin, every time I walk up to you, I'll say, hey, Kevin. Every single time I start a conversation. Because if I don't do that, I just don't remember names. I'm so bad at names. And I don't pay attention to names of players in game. So, like, if somebody's name is like, I don't know, Pizza Hand 24, I don't know. I don't ever pay attention to names. I don't read, like, the names above their head or on the scoreboard. And like I said, all the YouTubers whose names I would recognize, like SoFetch or like Falco, who else? Like Northstar. All those people are on PC, and I just haven't had I've turned crossplay on a couple of times. You turn crossplay on, you find matches like that. Like, you're finding matches like 2 seconds in. It's really crazy. Yeah, not their name. Exactly. It's weird. Whose name did I forget yesterday? And I was just like, oh my god, what's that person's name? Oh, I used to work with this guy named Larry, and I loved Larry. He's one of my favorite people that I've ever worked with. Probably one of my favorite people that I've ever met. He was this old guy. He was like 70. He was retired, and he was working part-time at this store that I worked at when I first got out of school. And Larry was one of the hardest workers I've ever met. He worked like 20-year-olds under the table. That dude, he put in the hours, he put in the effort. He was such a cool guy to work with. He was just a chill guy to talk to. And I could not think of his name for like 2 days. And I'm like, I know his name. I worked with him like 15 years ago, but I know his fucking name. And I just couldn't think of it. And finally, I was like, oh yeah, it's Larry. I'm like, I just know it's a generic white guy name. That's all I know. I don't know. Bad with names, though. But yeah, I don't know. All the people I would recognize on PC, not playing PC, not playing crossplay, so it's been, a thing. But no, I don't know. Tryhard was on tonight when I got on, but he wasn't playing this. He was playing something else. He played it yesterday, so I know he bought it because he had achievements unlocked for it. But I don't know. I have a couple other people that I used to come into the stream. Like, I think I have Panda saved somewhere, and I used to have Slow Cow saved. But some of them I removed. Like, if it was somebody, because you can follow people on Xbox, but unless you're both added to each other, you're not friends. And anybody that I wasn't like a lot of them I kept because I was like, you know, who knows? Maybe someday the game will come back, and or maybe there will be a similar game and we can all play together. And a lot of them just stopped following me, and so I just eventually removed them. Nate Dog, Brownie Cal. Like, I would like to get better with Vadasi. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but I would. If there was characters I was going to go practice offline, I know Vadasi will be one. I would like to practice some with Granny. I would like to practice some with Roland. I'd like to practice with Ezrin, because he's the only, like, mage character that I just don't use. This happened in an earlier game, and I think what happened was we loaded in before the game was done loading, and it just took a minute, and then it let us play. So I'm hoping that's what happens again. Yep, that's what happened. Now we're good. It'll, hopefully, the frame rates went back to normal, or close. There we go.
Everything beneath me.
Man, I don't think there's a Trip skin I don't like. I don't like playing as Trip, but man, she's got some good skins. Well, you can come be concerned with me. Shit. Boxman, that probably wasn't the best way to go with, I probably could have killed that Xenobia, if he hadn't been there.
Shall I cease?
That was just that was a mistake on my part. I might have to switch to Mozu.
I tell you when to
Claimed that poorly.
do not resist. The rift consumes all.
Damn it.
The Oculus closes.
Yeah, let's switch to Mozu. Do you play Ramsey ever? He was my first main. No. Another R name. There's too many R names, Pizza Face. How can I keep track of all these R names? I told you I'm bad with names, and they have like 3 freaking R names. Man, we're just getting creamed.
With imperfection.
I'm gonna die. Ramsey Rutger. I always want to call Rutger Rufus, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Probably because it Kim Possible. I don't know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about, yeah, I know. But there's, not really. I think he, like, if I was gonna play like a roguey type character, like an assassin style character, he would be my choice. He's my favorite to play as. I like Taito a lot, but I'm not good with him.
To the Phaedra.
Magic ball.
What are we chasing right now?
Protection. Balance.
And that guy is chasing that Rutger hard. Probably gonna cost him his life too. Run, 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 Snappy, run. Anyway, earlier I was bitching about Mozu's dimensional door. And for those of you who don't know, Mozu used to have an upgrade on dimensional door that let Mozu teleport to any ally that Mozu could see. And it extended the range of dimensional door to ridiculous lengths. Pretty much, as long as you could vaguely see them in the distance, you could teleport to them, and it was amazing. I mean, it's still a really good ability. It's still one of the better movement abilities in the game. But it's so nerfed without that. It was so good with that. Like, you could see, like, I could have a guy, like, way over there on that platform over there, and I could teleport all the way over there, and it was fucking amazing. And then they nerfed it. And they changed what the upgrade was, and I forget what it is now. I think it's just teleport further or something now. I don't know. I like Ramsey a lot. I think his design is sick. And I like his, like, just general abilities of, like, the smoke clouds and, like, that type of stuff. Wow, that worked way better than I thought it would. I thought I was going to go up on that thing, he would see me, and then he'd chase me, and then I'd die. Assist, assist, assist. Can I get one kill? One kill. That's all I want. Oh, that's dumb. Those little hangy things were blocking my shots. They're like, I don't know, it's just little decorations. They're kind of see-through, like it's just a little thing on a rope. I didn't think it would stop that. I don't know, I like Taito a lot too, I guess. We're talking about assassins. Like, Taito's cool. He just feels like he's very, like, you have to be really technical with his movement to be really good with him. And I'm definitely not that guy. Like, Ramsey's a bit more approachable. I mean, I like all of Ramsey's stuff, though. Poison smoke clouds are just a cool thing. Did I get that kill? No, I got an assist. Of course I got an assist. That's all I get. I don't know how to get anything that's not a fucking assist. Damn it. Can anybody tell I'm getting frustrated with all the freaking assists? Oh, I didn't mean to jump down here, but now that I'm down here. Have the devs got a roadmap at all? No, there's no roadmap. And that's something else that a lot of people are mad about, but I think the game... I don't think there's... Like, I assume there's probably some kind of... If the game does really well, maybe we'll do something. But as of right now, this is all that's supposed to come out for the game. But I can't imagine that. You don't put this much money into relaunching a multiplayer game in 2024 and not have some kind of vague plan. I don't think they're announcing the plan. I don't think they're going to announce the plan. But I would assume that there's probably something. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, multiplayer games in 2024 are a way that companies make money. They sell battle passes, they sell skins, they do all that shit, they make money. Like, like, running the servers costs money, like... Shit. So there's no roadmap, but I don't know. I get the feeling there might be, like I said, they're calling the ranked mode like seasonal or whatever. In the one dev diary, they word the new characters as what's the guy? It's the guy that is like one of the co-founders of Motiga, and he says, like, he doesn't just say the new characters coming into the game as in like the two. He says all of the new characters as like, I don't know. To me, that sounds like more than just two. I know Javish was pretty close to being done, and I think it's Bolga or Bolgia. She was a tank. I think she was kind of close to being done. Not as close as Javish. I know Javish was probably the third closest out of the characters we got. Yeah, Chris Chung. But he words it in a way that just, it doesn't sound like two. Because if I was referring to two characters in a game that I made, what'd I get? 4? Man, I'm just doing terrible tonight. I don't know. If I was going to, yeah, he's the he's the guy that's kind of like, he's kind of got like an Arabian Nights vibe, like Aladdin. He's got his big poofy pants, and he's got his, he had that, like, he has the staff. I know you've shown me art. You sent me the link to the art when the art dropped like 2 or 3 years ago. He had the staff, and like the sand came out of the staff, and like he did like moves where he like spun the staff and like sand came out and did cool shit. It was like colored sand. But he had like a weird staff that was like a tube or like a pipe, and sand came out of it. The ogre woman with the club, yeah. Javish looked really cool though. I you know, I don't know. I wish I played more support in this game, but I don't. What map are we on? Ghost Reef. We'll try. I'm just not doing good with anybody tonight, so what's it new? I don't know. But I don't know, if you only had 2 new characters coming to the game, I would have just said the characters coming to the game. Instead, he said all of the new characters coming to the game. I am really excited about all of them. And I don't know, when you start using them, to me, it just sounds like more. I'm probably reading into it. I just know even Sofetch has said that Javish was pretty far along. So, I don't know. Plus, I like the character design. I wish he would finish. There was another one, too. Who was it? Like, I think it's Rang. He has, like, the concept art for Rang is really sick, and I wish they'd finish that character. I think that's the character. It's, like, a blue character, and he's got, like a horn coming out of his head. And he looks pretty sick in his concept art. But he didn't even have, like, a model or anything. I think his model was, like, they had, like, a trip. They were using trip for him or something. But no, they haven't announced anything. But they do show in the one video, you can see how ranked works, and there's like rewards at the bottom, it looks like, that you unlock as you level up in the ranked season. So I'm curious to see what that entails. What are the rewards? What is the leveling up? Who is this guy? But yeah, you can see like the rewards. There's like a season pass type looking thing on it. And it's just like, okay, well, if you're gonna have a season pass and you're gonna unlock stuff, maybe that's how you'll get that Margrave skin. Okay. I will shut up for a minute. We'll talk about something else that's not Pizza Face related. Like this dumb cat that's trying to kill me. Gotta kill. Gotta kill. Oh, shit. Gotta kill and then I died. I'm just doing piss poor tonight, man. Just piss poor.
From the lips of death.
I shouldn't say that. I've had a ton of damage every game, and I've had a lot of assists every game. I'm just not getting, like, the finishes. And that's not my fault. Ah, man, I was hoping I'd hit him. I've hit a couple people tonight with, like, long-range Xenobia shots, and it's made me happy. Oh, hi, Trip. Can you leave me alone? Go attack whoever you want to attack. If I run that way, can I cut off that trip? Charging, the middle's charging. I had a dream about Gigantic, I think, like, I don't remember if it was before or after they announced the first beta. And it was the weirdest thing. It was on this map, and I don't remember who I was playing as. And I just remember waking up and being really sad. I was like, oh. I had a game, and I don't have it saved anymore. I don't think I had it saved in the first place. I think I did it off stream. And I was playing with Xenobia, and it was just here on Ghost Reef. And I was using the knock-up on her one move to cliff people on that edge there, and it was the funnest game ever. And I still to this day wish I had it like saved somewhere, because it was so freaking hilarious. I would just like lead him over there, and I just did it like 100 times in one game. It was fantastic. I would just bring him over here and just bap, and I'd just send him flying off that edge. Not working. That was probably the fastest loss I've had all night. That's something. That's an accomplishment. I got Rutger confused. That's a thing. 2 deaths, 3 assists. How many? 11k damage. Oh, this guy did really good. I wish you could, like, give players thumbs up. Like you can in... Can you still do that in Overwatch 2? I don't remember. did basically more damage than the whole enemy team besides these two guys. And this guy I almost tied. So, it's what it is. I don't know. It's what it is. Re-queuing. I love that. That's such a great quality of life feature. It's such a dumb little thing that shouldn't make me as happy as it does, but it does. The fact that you can just re-queue into a game. This might be my last game of the night. I actually need to go to bed. Tonight's my last night of work, and I would like 8 hours of sleep. The first 2 days of the week, I got two hours apiece. That's not true. The first night of the week, Monday night, I got like 3 hours. Tuesday night, I don't even think it was that. I think it was like 1, maybe, if you add it all up. And that was the night Gigantic came out, though. And I was kind of excited. And I didn't know when it was going to come out, so I just kept getting up and checking. And people kept giving me different times when I'd ask in places. We'll play one more. Maybe I'll do good. And I was just up all night that night. Let's go to Mozu. But yeah, I didn't sleep a lot last night. I slept like 5 hours last night. Because my shoulder's all screwed up and then I sleep on it and it wakes me up, so. I probably should try. If I go to bed if I get off after this game, we'll be at, 7 hours of sleep? Who knows? 7 hours. Sounds right. Sounds good. You can see all these books I got behind me. This whole table behind me is just covered in books. That's one of like 5 bookshelves I have. I have so many fucking books. Should I do something weird just because it's like my last game of the night? Should I play something I just don't normally play? Should we go out on Beckett? Let's go out on Beckett. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do Beckett. Fuck it, let's do it. Make Pizza Face happy. Prove to myself that I'm not a terrible Beckett player, which I am. I'm a terrible Beckett player. I love her and her jetpack, though. Devedra.
Blue skies await.
Let's kick some ass and shoot some names. Are we playing Clash? Is this Clash? What is going on? We're playing Clash. What the hell? I did not queue for Clash, but okay. I didn't queue for Clash, right? How is this game? Have you never played the game before, Vixen? It's amazing. It's fantastic. Do you like hero shooters like Overwatch or Paladin? Do you like MOBAs? Have you always wanted a hero shooter with more customization to your playstyle and the way you want to play a character? With just the lightest touch of MOBA elements. I don't know what I'm even shooting at right now. Let's not die, let's not die. I don't actually know what they summoned back there. The old one. If you like the old one, you'll like this one. It's exactly the same. Gosh, I need to go do upgrades. This is my first Clash match I've played. What the fuck did I do? I don't even know how to use the upgrade menu because the upgrade menu controls changed. If you played the old one and you like the old one, it is the same game better in almost every way. There's a couple like things I'm like, I don't know. But for the most part, same game. It's better. The graphics are better. Not a lot better. They're probably just max settings from before, but they're better. There's 2 new characters. There's 2 new maps. The gameplay is basically the same. There's a ranked mode coming that's pretty damn exciting.
I still got some fight in me.
Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. You should definitely install it. Definitely play it. It's worth it. $15, and you get all the stuff that was in there before. You get all the skins and all that stuff. The skins you have to buy with gold. I mean, you don't have to buy them. You're not paying cash for them. But you have to earn gold and unlock them. But they don't take that long. Unlocking you get all the characters this time. You don't have to like buy the characters or whatever. This is my first Clash match in what, 6 years now? Jeez Louise. But yeah, I mean, it's just awesome. Like, if you liked the old game, $15, and you get all the old skins, you get all the old characters, you get 2 new maps, 2 new characters. Transfer to my... That's funny. Yeah, it's fun. It's solid, though. It's just great. It's so fun being able to play again. The new Clash game type, I guess that's new. I guess I forgot to say that. That's fun. I think it's solid. It's what I've been playing all night. It's much more, the Clash is much more, I think, like, beginner-friendly. I think it's really going to attract a lot of new people. I think it's going to get a lot of new people to stick around longer. Not Clash, Rush. Rush is the new game type. Clash is what I'm playing right now. But it's super fun. Like, basically, Rush is basically, instead of summoning creatures and stuff, there's just little, it's slightly different versions of the same maps. And each Guardian has 1 heart instead of 3. And you're basically running around trying to collect energy from the points. And you can switch characters like mid-game. You can switch your character loadout mid-game. You start at level 10. So you can just jump in and try out characters. It's a lot better for trying out characters. It's a really good mode for just trying out characters, testing builds, playing warm-up matches. What is this build that I'm using? Is that an enemy that ran past me? Was that Ramsey? There's so much new stuff. You get all the new emotes. Where's the emote wheel again? It's one of these. It's that one. You can do this. I can do this cool stuff and it'll pop up in chat. Ah, look, a Xenobia emote. Everybody loves Xenobia. Ah! That was awesome. Perfectly timed freaking focus. Oh, I got him. Oh, that was so good. That was so satisfying. I just kind of was hoping that he would break away and run that direction. But yeah, it's a fun game type. You can also save custom loadouts and set it so that it automatically upgrades your character when you're playing Clash. So you can save all your different things from 1 to 10. and as you level up in the match, it'll automatically select those for you, which is really nice. That's probably my favorite thing. The loadouts is probably, like, out of all the quality of life things they did, like, emotes are great. Like, they added, like, little effects to when you launch off the airship that you can, like, unlock and, like, put on your character. Like, that stuff's great, but the being able to, like, create loadouts is such a stupidly small thing, but it's so nice. Speaking of loadouts, I don't even know what I picked there. Increase of damage, protection, build crits. And do I have any upgrades? Some of the controls, like, I mean, for the most part, they're 99.99% the same. But, like, that menu's changed. Thank you for stopping by the way, Vixen, and thank you for chatting in chat. Face-to-face left me, like a big, stinky head. Doodly-doodly-doo. Can't believe none of those hit. Considering this is my first Clash match in 6 years, I'm not gonna feel bad if we lose, even though I've lost almost every game all night. But I don't think we're doing too bad. Where are they coming from over there? Oh yeah, and the crossplay. Crossplay is just great, and the fact that it's on PlayStation is just, like, it's just awesome. Like, that's gonna help the player base and, like, fill out, like, X is upgrades now, which I don't remember. I don't think that was upgrades before. And crossplay is, it's just such a great thing. Like, that was one of the big things I remember saying. Like, before, crossplay wasn't really a thing the last time the game was out. Crossplay started, like, I think a couple of years later is when that really started catching on. But it's such a big thing. Like, because one of the things that kills a game is, like, when you sit in a queue for 20 minutes, you don't want to play a game. You want to get off of it. And that's what happened last time, is the player count dropped. And if you can keep a player count high, and crossplay is an easy way to do that... If you can do that, it makes it a lot easier to not have people quit the game because they can't find a match and they're sitting in a lobby for 20 minutes. We just let that guy kill our creature. Boy, are we dumb. Oh. I didn't mean to pick poison grenades. But it's nice. A lot of the people I played with before, or I knew before, when I streamed this before, they played PC, and it made it really kind of shitty, because then they couldn't play with me. And a couple of the people I used to play with on Xbox, they've switched to PC. Yes! Ah.
Got a bullet for you, monster. Not now. Not here.
Oh, 7 health left. Also, a lot of, like, the little stuff, like them adding health numbers, I think it's just dumb. But, like, the fact that I can see what my health is actually at is nice. Did we ever respawn a monster over here? Okay, good.
Wait for it.
Damn it. Like, one more rocket, I probably would have been good. It's super, like, it's just, crossplay's such a great thing. Like, I mean, there's times it's annoying, yeah, you're like, oh yeah, PC players, like, they have their mouse and their keyboard and all that junk, but when it just comes to you just wanting to have fun with friends on the weekend, and it's like, I don't really care about that, I'd rather sit and have fun with my friend regardless of what console they're on for 10 minutes, it's the best feature in the world. And I'm so glad we live in a world that it's finally, like, a thing. Shit. The tutorials are better too. That's something else I didn't even think about. Because I skipped them because I played them twice because I was in the... They did a test last October. And I was in that, and then I was in the test in February. And so I've done that tutorial like twice now, and I was like, screw it. So I wasn't thinking about it when I was sitting here talking about stuff. But the tutorial it's a lot better than it was. Like, it's not perfect, but it's I still think it's better than... I know I played the game back in, like, 2016, and the tutorial when I started was just terrible. Man, I'm just doing a shit ton of damage and not getting... Fun, I got a kill.
Gotcha again.
There's a sneaky snaky cat. Ah! But the tutorial's not too bad, not too shabby. It's a lot better than it used to be. You get to play like a bot match. Well, the first tutorial is just like a really basics of how to control your character. And then you get like other ones that you unlock that teach you like they'll walk you through a bot match for each of the different modes, and then I think there's ones for the different character classes. Like I think there's one for like this is how you play a defender, and this is how you play like an assassin, and this is how you play a support character, and like I said, they're not perfect, but they're way better than the shitty ones that they had when I first started. I didn't even understand like the basics of like Flash for like the longest time. I'm gonna hide over here and do some upgrades. Oh no, defend our creature. think I just might like Beckett more on Clash. I know I was talking earlier about how I just didn't like... I just haven't been doing well with Beckett, but maybe I'm just bad with her on Rush, or whatever it's called. I guess I should be over here hurting the enemy. Shit, of course I got over here super late. Oh, and of course I get stuck on a rock. Son of a bitch. Oh, we're all alive again. Oh, I have upgrades I need to put out. I just wish they'd left this upgrade tree thing alone. I think it was perfect the way it was before. Now it's just... it's more difficult to use. Before, I just think you held down the button and then you just went over to what you wanted. And you just, like, highlighted it and just clicked, and just clicked it. And now it's like... you have to, like, move back and forth with, like, the one stick. And then... we lost a creature. Man. I'm gonna sit over here by the dog and heal up. What am I at? 8 and 5. 8 and 5 and 7 assists. Whee. Oh, he's got the bubble one on. Good for him. That's a fun one. That's weird. It made my grenade just fall at my feet and explode when the game ended. Oh, that was my last match for the night. I'm going to get off. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks, Vixen, for stopping by. Thanks, Pizza Face and Gerhard. And I hope everybody has a fantastic day. And I'm going to go sleep before I go to work. So ta-ta, everybody. Ta-ta. Like, subscribe, all that